You're watching good Boulder Fist. You're watching good Boulder Fist. You're watching good Boulder Fist.
Hello guys, welcome back to more MindCrack. As always, this is Jason. It's Tuesday and I'm going to put some torches down. And it's not Monday, so it's not going to be released on Tuesday, it's going to be released on Wednesday. Yay. So last week, after I did my torching, Zisto undid my torching. At least a single chest full, an inventory full. So we'll take that with us. It'll make our job easier this week. And I'll put that in there. Actually, I'll take that. Yeah. And he also found this, apparently. I want your music disc. I need one legit. Jay Seto filled my house with coal blocks. I would have showed you guys, except before the weather, I came over here and I dropped off all my tools. So I couldn't break the coal blocks to get to my tools. It was just like back in the day whenever I prank Jay Seto and I covered his chest in obsidian. I had to go make a pick just to get to my chest. So I'm gonna go grab some charcoal here and some wood, and we'll get to doing our weekly thing. Alrighty guys, let's get to it here. So Vex has made a tunnel here. Kind of wanted to show it. It's pretty. I like it. I feel like after playing so many of Vex's map, I almost feel like I was gonna die while walking through there. Like some kind of trap was gonna get set off or something. I don't know. What's the sign say? Mark end of cross shaped spawn road. Okay. Guess that's where that's literally the end of the road. Alright, so Zisto cleared all the torches out of here, so they're gone. I went back and replaced a bunch of the torches he had removed whenever we were both on at the same time, but yeah, I'm not gonna do the ones in the area out here. For those that are wondering, he did not tell me he was going to do that. He'd hinted at it, but I did not know he was going to do that before he did it. But he ran up on me and Seth, because Seth was live streaming. I was hanging out with Seth and the Mumble at the time, so he ran up on us while he was doing it, and you know, had some laughs. Nobody's mad. There was some anger on Zisto's video because of it. Let's look at our numbers here real quick. So we are right here. What is that number? All the numbers change so much. Is it really 18? Is that? No. You're being silly, Jason. There it is. 368. I really need to stop recording these particular episodes so late at night because I was so tired last week when I recorded this. I listened back to some of it and I was just like, that was one of those occasions where I don't even release that video because it's like, oh god, people are gonna talk about things, and really the truth is I was just so tired. But if for example, in one part in the video I say that I am 32 years old. I am not 32 years old. I'm 33 years old. Just one example of me being an idiot in the last episode. Not remembering what we did on my daughter's first birthday is another good example of me being an idiot. So we slowed the world border down. World border is slowed down to half its original pace. It was 10 blocks a day, now it's 5. I don't know what these are. These are like new things. Maybe that's someone's gonna build out here. Maybe that's a smart off a. Well, I don't really know what that is. Let's just not know what that is. As for the torches, if the guys didn't want me to torch up the place, they would have told me. I'm assuming, and because I definitely mentioned in our last meeting we should cut the loser of the race should cover up their holes, for example. So yeah, I don't think that there's anyone that actually cares. Because there's lots of comments that seem to go both ways, but a lot of you guys were over on Zisto's video being really butthurt about this, and I don't really like talking about this subject. I've talked about it before in the past, and it's not really something I want to do like a whole video on. So hopefully it's not. I don't go on some tangent and we end up talking about this for an hour or something. But I've noticed it. I noticed a pattern. Whenever someone new joins MindCrack, they are now the new person to get picked on. It's almost like you're the new person at school. And whenever you're the new person at a school, it's gonna go one or two ways. You're gonna be like the thing that, like, okay, here's an example. I remember whenever this one guy joined our school, and he was from another country, and he was basically so different from everyone that he was amazing. And so everyone wanted to be his friend and everything like that. That type of thing. That's one way it can go. The other way it can go is you are just like pretty much like everyone else. So there's nothing about you that makes you interesting enough that people want to be your friend. And now you're just kind of like either picked on or outcast, or really, you know, you just don't make any friends, or you end up making friends with the people that are already the outcasts of the school type of thing. And I've noticed that happens on the MindCrack server with you guys, and it makes me really upset when this does happen. You know, I'm fine with any of the negative shit you guys ever have to say about me on my videos. It doesn't really bother me at this point. There was a time where that type of stuff got to me a little bit more, and I don't know what changed. I don't know. I think I really wanted every single person to like me when I first started doing this, and that's not why I started doing this. But I think that the moment one guy says that laugh of his is fucking gross, I was just like, aw, why should I change? Do I need to change for you, Bill? I don't know why his name was Bill, but and now I can only think of as Bill from Suki. Oh, look where Seth burned down the woods. Yeah, Seth did this. Seth burned that shit, man. He burned it right up. What's that in the distance we got coming up? Is that like some stone mountains? Looks like it. So this is where Market Town will be, I believe. And Seth started clearing it out with flint and steel. So there's the occasions where it happens where we got someone new in MindCrack, and you guys just, I don't know, it's like any change is bad most of the time. I mean, there was tons of people that were really upset we were resetting the map, and the moment we reset the map, we're really happy. And I mean, I'm not saying everyone suddenly flip-flopped, but, you know, there was that dynamic as well. But I don't understand why you guys would ever be mean to the people we add to the server on their videos or on ours. Like, for instance, let's say I do a collab with, I'm not even going to name anyone. I'm just going to, you know, Mindcracker A. And then you guys don't like A, B, or C about, well, let's say B, C, or D, because it gets confusing when you can reuse A. But yeah, whatever. You guys don't like something about them, and you feel the need to say that in the comments. And that's not what constructive criticism is. And I'm not... See, when I talk about this, I feel like I'm punishing my viewers to have to hear this speech. It's almost like I'm a parent. I'm giving you like some kind of sermon. And that's not what I want to do. But I really want... I want our community to always be just that, a community. And even if you don't like maybe the people we add or the people we play with, it's not nice. It's just not nice, if nothing else, to be an asshole in the comments and talk bad about them. Now, as for the YouTubers... Oh, got a cough, hold on. Alright, back. If you're a YouTuber, I do have some advice, and I feel like this has worked for me, and if nothing else, has put me in a better headspace with everything. Because I don't know, man. I used to okay, everyone's gonna be different, right? And so, like, let's say if you're a YouTuber, or even if you're not, you're someone that does something that people may or may not have opinions on and may criticize you for the way you do it. Generally, it seems like the people that are not giving you actual constructive criticism, they're just blatantly telling you you're bad or you should kill yourself or things like that. Those people are really looking for your attention. There's something wrong with their life that has put them in the situation where they feel the need to bring other people down. And that's unfortunate, but the best thing you can do in those situations really is ignore those people. Now, a lot of YouTubers, I remember I've been told so many times, just stop reading your comments. And for me, that's not viable. It's not an option at all. I can't stop reading my comments. I've tried before. You know, if things weren't going the direction I wanted them to or something. But it's all about why you started doing this, I guess. And for me, the interaction with you guys was a big part of that. Again, you know, like I said, I just want everyone to like me. And so just completely shutting off your voice wasn't something that's an option for me. And I think that's true with a lot of people that that do this type of stuff. You know, not even just on YouTube. Let's say you're like a stand-up comedian or something. You wanna hear that feedback from your audience to know, you know, how they feel. In fact, there's some people that can't perform. Oh God. I was gonna say without an audience, and then I just. Yeah. But no, there's some people that really can't perform without an audience. We watched this show called Next Food Network Star, just because I think it's a little bit interesting. It's similar to what we do here on YouTube as far as I like this little area right here. It's pretty. Just this little chunk. I want this little chunk in my pocket. You know, these are people that want to be reality TV stars, not reality TV stars. You know, they want to have a cooking show on Food Network, and they're basically on a reality TV show for a month or whatever, while they do like pilots and that type of shit to see who gets to be the next Food Network star, basically. But there was a guy on there this season that, which he probably won. I haven't actually watched to see who wins. He'd be my pick to win, I think, even though he does really need an audience. But yeah, with him, he would do really well as long as he had a live audience. But the moment he was just talking to a camera, it just, you know, he kind of like fell apart. So there's a lot of people I think that really feed off of that audience and that interaction with other people, and that's why they do this type of stuff. So basically, I guess what I'm saying is, for those of you that do treat members of MindCrack or other people, just in general, if you're out there commenting on videos or posting on Reddit, saying stuff like this person's voice sucks, and you know, this just things that they can't change that shit. That's what they were born with, man. It's all they got. It's all they got. And they're trying to entertain you. They really are. You know, they care about you, believe it or not, and your opinion of them. Why the hell do you have a bone? Were you part skeleton, little guy? Here, oh fuck, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Well, we're one torch down. That's one for my homies. Here's our barn. It's pretty, huh? A lot of people said do the silo on the hill over there, so I think that's what I'll do. Somebody sent me, you know who you are. Sounds all mean. You know who you are. Design for a silo. It looked pretty cool. The guy with the video, you know who you are. You know who you are. I don't know if I'll do exactly that, but yeah, I like what you sent, guy, with the video. So I'm sure, you know, talking about all this type of stuff, criticism, and as you guys know, Robin Williams recently killed himself, and I'm sure lots of people will talk about this week. I don't want to, because it makes me sad. I mean, and I'm sure everyone will talk about, if anyone else talks about this subject matter, they'll probably talk about how much Robin Williams has been a part of their lives. And I mean, most people my age, that's true, and people older than me even. I've read a lot of case studies on comedians and people that try to be humorous and stuff like that, and like how likely they are to have a depression personality that often gets depressed. And I think that's true. I don't know why exactly that's true. I think that's something about the type of personality that wants to entertain people and does that through humor. I don't know, man. I don't know why I associate that with being sad a lot, but I don't know. I've had my own bouts with being really sad or depressed, you know, in my time. I've talked about before how I started doing this whole YouTube thing after watching Treme and identifying with the character that John Goodman played in Treme, and he ends up killing himself in that show, and because he was really depressed and just didn't know what to do with his life at the point he was at. And that's exactly where I was at the same exact time. I mean, I wasn't, I didn't kill myself, obviously, but I was in a pretty sad spot because I felt like I had accomplished everything that I really, most humans feel they need to accomplish in their life. You know, had a business, felt pretty much financially secure for the rest of my life, and didn't feel like I was doing anything else with my life. I was just like getting up each day. I mean, before that I ran a WoW guild. I mean, that's not really much of an accomplishment, even though it turned into like a job, and I mean, I guess it turned into what is now this YouTube thing. But at the time, it was just, you know, me playing a game. So that really wasn't. But even then, I was done doing that at this point. I just didn't do much of anything with my life at this point in my life. I would just get up each day and mess around on the internet some and watch some TV. Like, I just didn't have any hobbies, didn't have any friends. I don't have any friends that live near me at all. Like, all my friends from high school and stuff like that are the other side of the planet, pretty much. Well, not really. They're like 4 hours away, though, so never see them. And honestly, a lot of them have, you know, I mean, you changed since high school. The only one that I'm still, like, really, really friends with is Mad Cow. The rest of them, I don't have anything against them, but I don't have anything in common with them anymore either. Like, I saw one of my friends mention the other day what he was doing, and I was like, I don't really care. I know it sounds like such an asshole thing to say, but like, eventually you just move on with your life, and you don't see these people anymore, and you don't, you know, you don't care. But I was thinking about, you know, Robin Williams, and I told my wife before, I mean, because he's had battles with alcoholism and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, he seems like a guy that's probably goes through depression, to me. And so when I heard the news, you know, obviously really sad, but I wasn't completely surprised that that's how he died. And I'm sad that happened, for sure. I mean, it makes me really sad. I don't want to discount that in any way possible, for anyone listening. But I can't imagine what it's like to be him or someone like him. And what do you do? Like, I am not famous at all. I have a small amount of internet fame, very small amount, and I find that overwhelming at times. And I am tiny. I mean, in terms, like, compare me to, like, wow, launch me, why don't you? Someone like Robin Williams, and it's just, there is no comparison, basically, right? Man, look at these guys. Oh, you followed me. Oh, wow, I got turned around. That bow of yours, I hate it. Why did that ding? Does it always ding when you hit monsters? I thought it only ding when you hit players. Maybe it does. But yeah, no, I can't imagine what it's like to be someone like Robin Williams. Like, I think that it's weird because, you know, I started doing this, like I said a minute ago, because you know, have a lot of friends, and it's really, like, I've talked about it before, how it's been therapeutic just to talk to you guys. And so that's why, you know, I'm glad that I've got this whole torch thing going again, because it gives me a chance to do that again. But my life's completely changed since I started YouTube. Like, I was really in a sad spot before. I never really talked about that. It's because I don't really want to highlight that. I just don't want to talk about it, I guess. And I am happy to be in a much happier place now. And my life has changed so much, you know, like, obviously having a kid gives you something to really live for, right? But I can't imagine what it's like to be someone that's really is famous. It probably is like being the most alone you've ever been in your entire life. And that sounds weird because you would think that they are surrounded by people that love them. Oh, you! What a bitch you are! Why you do this to me? I shot you right in the square in the noggin. You dropped any potions, did you? Nope. But yeah, no, I imagine I imagine that it's probably the loneliest thing you can ever experience, being famous. And you wouldn't think that, but you can't. It's weird. Like, whenever I meet someone now that knows me knows me as Guude. They don't know me as Jason. They don't know anything about me other than, you know, I make this YouTube video series and I created this thing called MindCrack. Those people treat me differently than someone that how someone would have treated me if I had met them back in high school, or you just on the street or something. And so there is no more genuine interaction for me with new people that know me as Guude first, because it suddenly changes the dynamic, right? Hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying by that. I'm not saying that I don't meet people that are genuine just because of a little bit of internet fame, but it does change the dynamic for whenever you meet new people. And so now imagine that on a real scale for someone like Robin Williams. Like, it's often overwhelming for me, and again, I am nobody. So I can't imagine what it would be like to be someone like him. And then let's say you're battling with depression. It's gotta be impossible to talk to somebody about that. Because for one thing, you've spent your life making people happy. You know, you've entertained millions and billions of people. You're known on every inch of this planet, and you're known for what the happiness you've brought. And then you almost, I imagine, and again, you know, I don't have any, you know, who knows, right? But I imagine that just the thought of having to tell people that you're depressed and you don't know what to do is unimaginable, because that's not who you've been for the last 40 years of your life, you know? How do you suddenly tell people, you know, I'm really sad and I don't know that I want to wake up tomorrow, because as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing left for me to wake up to that I really care about. I don't know how you do that. And so I feel like on some really minuscule level, I can identify with how difficult that must be. I'm not going to climb this mountain here. And yeah, I'm just really sad that, you know, that's basically what happened, you know. But that all said, you know, he leaves behind tons of great things. I hate, you know, me and my wife were watching a movie the other day, and it was, I don't remember what it was even called. We didn't finish it because it was kind of boring. But it had Philip Seymour Hoffman in it. And we had the conversation about how he died. And it's really a shame that that's what a lot of people will remember, you know, Philip Seymour Hoffman for. You know, oh, well, he died to a heroin overdose. And the same goes for Robin Williams. Is well, you know, he killed himself. And so, I don't know. That just makes me sad, I guess. There's nothing that can be done about that. I'm not trying to, I mean, obviously, I don't affect enough of the world's opinion with my little videos here to change any of that anyways. So, yeah. That's all. If you're somebody that, you know, that feels like they don't know why they want to wake up tomorrow, because I've definitely been there before. I definitely had a low point, and that's pretty much whenever I started doing YouTube. Like probably within a month of my low point. I remember my wife taking a day off from work because I just told her, I was like, yeah. It was actually, it was right after the finale of Treme, where season finale of Treme, where John Goodman kills himself, and I was telling her I really identify with his life choice there, and she was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know, would it be that bad, really? Like, I mean, you know, I don't know. At least I had someone to talk to about the situation that I was in. So yeah, if you guys are ever in a situation like that, hopefully you have someone you can talk to too. And I guess my whole point of all this is I feel like it's possible that Robin Williams was in a situation where he didn't have anyone to talk to. Look at all these guys. They don't want to get out in the light. I'm missing them like crazy here. Wow, we're in the aim. Okay. Just never mind. So yeah, this has been like a sad episode, man. First I'm talking about you guys need to be nicer to all the people on the internet, and now I'm talking about people being sad and about sad things. It's all sad. So this video goes up on a Wednesday. Yay, because you know, Torch Tuesday. So on this Wednesday we are announcing the MindCrack marathon. Hopefully Aurelian's video is going up at this point when you're listening to this, so that you had the official announcement. But yeah, we're planning on doing another MindCrack marathon. I know after the end of the last one you thought we might not do it again because how exhausted we all were, and we thought the same thing. But we're gluttons for punishment, and we love helping children. These are mutually exclusive. We are not... Helping children is not punishment. So, I'm really excited about it. I had a lot of fun last time, and we're not going to do it for 48 hours this time. We're only going to do it for 24 hours, and we're going to be supporting Extra Life, which is a foundation for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which they're pretty much all over the world, or I'm sorry, all over the United States and Canada and Puerto Rico. It was funny when we were talking about it, Anders was asking, you know, are they in Sweden, just because he, you know, wanted to know, since this is one of the things we're doing, and he wants to know if his country is going to be one of the countries that you know, that see children's benefit from it. And they're not in Sweden. The thing about Sweden is like amazing. Sweden is the best. It's all hell Sweden, man. Like, I'm always reading about the type of stuff Sweden is doing, and I'm like so jealous. I want to like live in Sweden. Maybe I can get a job at Mojang, the legal department. But it's just some of the little highlights of things we're gonna do. We're gonna do a live streamed UHC, and we've talked about this in the past. And people seem like really reluctant to the idea, like, oh, everything's gonna get spoiled in the chat. Well, guys, we're not gonna read the chat. What kind of jerks you think we are? Like, I'm not gonna read the chat and know where, you know, so and so's at. That would remove the spirit of the game. And we're adults, and we like games because they're fun, not because we can win. And so for people like us, it's more fun to win than to win legitimately than win by cheating. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you a little moment you were having, that little guy. I was just peeking here. I like to peek in places. Let's just see if there's like a little spawner. Okay, it's got its own little placeholder. So Seth found a spawner the other day with the golden record. Garcisto's giving me one now, and Seth's like, I got the coordinates. Does that count? Because he basically said, I got tons of golden records. You could have one. I'm like, I don't want your dirty golden records. And he's like, look at all these saddles I've got. Like, well, I need to find it from a dungeon. And he's like, so he was asking, like, does it count if I give you the coordinates to the dungeon, or do you have to find the dungeon too? So yeah, I didn't take his coordinates. Dirty cheat golden record. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. It's gonna be a month from today, which today is the 13th of August, so it'll be September 13th, right after we get back from PAX. It'll run for 24 hours. We're gonna do, you know, there'll be a lot of Minecraft, but there'll also be some other stuff, maybe some Mario Kart, maybe some Gary's Mod, just everything that you guys think about when you think about MindCrack. So, you know, everyone will be doing a little bit of everything. Maybe Paws will even do some Wii Fitness or something like that. I was just thinking about Paws doing Wii Fitness. It just kind of mesmerized me there for a moment. Sorry. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to this year at PAX Prime. I've got a bunch of we've got a place that's going to print us a couple hundred shirts to bring with us to PAX for anyone that we see there. I don't know the exact price. I think they'll be like 10 bucks or 15 bucks, something like that. We're trying to get them as cheap as possible. Not cheap quality shirts, but as cheap as possible so we can sell them as cheap as possible. Because right now on Spreadshirt it's like 20 bucks for a MindCrack shirt. So hopefully we can cut that price in half by doing a mass print of shirts. That's the idea, at least. I think with the world border shrinking, this week went faster than last week, actually. Or not shrinking, but not growing at the same rate. I don't know exactly at what point we switched it. People ask a lot how exactly that works. Like, where's the command block? And there's not a command block, guys. It's actually just a command you run. And the thing is, for the size that we want it, it's not just a single command. So it runs every night. And so I wrote a script that does that, where it just runs every night. Same time I do a reboot on the server and all that stuff. And I named the script Desmond. I don't know if I've told you guys that yet or not. But the reason why it's named Desmond is it's a Lost reference for those that have seen Lost. So that's all. I'm not going to ruin anything and spoil anything. But that's that. There's a script that runs every night on our server that keeps the world border expanding at its current rate, and it's called Desmond. Well, guys, I think we're coming up here on the end of our episode today. I don't know how I feel about our conversation. I don't plan these things exactly. I sometimes try to think of what I want to talk about, but I don't plan it. And I actually consciously thought I really didn't want to talk about Robin Williams, but I'm okay that I did, and hopefully it wasn't awkward or weird. And yeah, I told you guys a little bit about myself that I never really shared, and I may not have be okay with that, but that's one of those moments. This is like, it's all very meta here, because like now I'm going to tell you how sometimes I think about deleting videos. I'm talking about it in a video that I might think about later, and so I'm basically circle jerking at this point. This place that Arcus built, man, it's so pretty. It looks like an old man or something, kind of, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Anyways, appreciate you guys watching as always. I really do hope that you guys take what I've said about being mean on the internet in general to heart. Like, please don't be mean to people we add to the server. Please don't be mean to the people we play with. We obviously are playing with them because we want to. And if there's something you don't like about them, really, just keep that shit to yourself, man. You're not, like, spewing negativity doesn't help the world. It really doesn't. It might make you feel better, but whatever it is about you that's making you want to spew that negativity, evaluate that and try to fix that shit instead of trying to fix other people, especially parts about other people that they can't change. That's all I got to say about that, I guess. Really appreciate you guys watching as always, and thank you guys for everything and being who you guys are. Except for the parts I'm trying to change about you. Just kidding. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
He spent so much time working on this wall. We should build it for him.
Finish it.
I think he messed up. I think he meant for like these cobwebs and stuff to be full blocks. They're just placeholders, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what these cobwebs can be?
Like, doesn't this look a lot better?
That looks pretty good. You know what else looks good?
God.
Let me show you. Let me show you what goes great right there.
He's mad. He's bad.
String.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, string is good.
I say we replace it all with string. Every cobweb should be string.
That is your favorite block, right?
Yeah.
It is now. I love string.
I have to admit I didn't bring anything.
Here.
Okay.
You brought a bunch of wool.
Here, take some trees. We got a Von Sway outside here. This place is dilapidated.
That's a way to say that word.
Best way.
This is a lot of wool.
Too much?
No, it's the perfect amount.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I got the trees.
Some nice trees growing.
All my inventory is full.
I can take back whatever you don't want.
Oh, yeah, I can't take any more.
Okay.
That would actually make a great entrance if we just had like some color here.
Yeah.
Didn't you say he needs like a
Mix it up.
drawbridge? Doesn't he need to get to his
Yeah.
the center part?
Like, look at this. It's a grand ocean here.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a bridge.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Do you guys have any flint and steel? Because he's got this dangerous witch hut here that needs to be removed.
Oh no, I don't. I think it's.
He's going too far.
Someone stop him!